Hey there, eh? Let's talk about neighbors, specifically the US and Canada. They've been best buds for ages, trading hockey players and maple syrup like it's going out of style. We're talking billions and billions of dollars in trade, folks. Cars, lumber, oil, you name it, they swap it. It's a beautiful, mutually beneficial thing. Or at least it was. Enter Donald Trump stage right with a symphony of tariffs and a scowl on his face. Suddenly, the friendly exchange of goods became a battleground. The year is 2025 and the trade war drums are beating loud. The US, under the mighty hand of President Trump, has slapped tariffs on a whole host of Canadian imports. Steel, aluminum, even those little wooden cars your grandma loves. Nothing is sacred. The Trump administration claims it's all about protecting American jobs and industries. They say Canada's been playing dirty, flooding the US market with cheap goods. But hold on a minute. Canada is singing a different tune. They say they play by the rules, and these tariffs are nothing short of a betrayal. The Canadians are mad and they're not going to take it lying down. They've got their own tariffs locked and loaded, ready to fire back at their southern neighbors. Buckle up, folks, because this trade war is about to get real. Now, the Trump administration has thrown a few more logs on the fire, claiming national security concerns. Apparently, all those Canadian-made car parts are a threat to American safety. And don't even get them started on fentanyl. Trump says it's pouring across the border from Canada, fueling the opioid crisis. But here's the thing, experts say Canada is a tiny source of fentanyl in the US. It's like blaming your goldfish for flooding the bathroom. It just doesn't hold water. So, what's the real story? Well, some say it's all about Trump's ego. He wants to look tough, even if it means picking on America's closest ally. Others say it's about pressuring Canada into renegotiating NAFTA, the North American Free Trade Agreement. Whatever the reason, one thing's for sure. These tariffs are hurting everyone. American businesses are facing higher costs, and consumers are getting stuck with the bill. Meanwhile, Canadian businesses are struggling to stay afloat, and the loonie is taking a nosedive. Remember those Canadian counter tariffs we mentioned? Well, they're here, and they're hitting America where it hurts, the wallet. Canada has slapped tariffs on American steel, aluminum, and a whole bunch of other goods. And they're not stopping there. Oh no, they've got a special surprise for one American company in particular, Tesla. That's right, folks, the Canadians are doubling down on Tesla vehicles. It's a bold move, aimed right at the heart of American innovation. The message is clear. You want to play dirty? We can play dirty too. And it's not just the Canadians who are feeling the pain. American businesses that rely on Canadian imports are feeling the squeeze. Some are even shutting down shop, putting American jobs at risk. The stock market is freaking out, with the Dow Jones taking a nosedive every time Trump tweets about tariffs. Even Warren Buffett, the Oracle of Omaha himself, has warned about the dangers of a trade war. But Trump, as usual, is doubling down, claiming it's all part of his master plan to make America great again. This trade war isn't just about Canada and the US, it's sending shockwaves through the global economy. Other countries are watching nervously, wondering who Trump will target next. The whole system of international trade, built on decades of cooperation and trust, is starting to crumble. And what about the American people? Well, they're not too happy either. Polls show that a majority of Americans oppose these tariffs. They're worried about rising prices, lost jobs, and the damage to America's reputation. But Trump, as usual, doesn't seem to care. He's too busy tweeting insults and watching Fox News to notice the real-world consequences of his actions. So, what's the endgame here? Nobody knows for sure. But one thing is certain, this trade war is a lose-lose situation for everyone involved. It's time for both sides to come to their senses, put down the tariffs, and start talking. Otherwise, the only thing they'll succeed in destroying is their own economies. And that's the truth, folks.